Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know about this place, about Sarif.
Megan!
Hold on.
We're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neural peptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know Eric! You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading with
Visitors
your
must
theory.
accompany
I'll ask
at
David
all
to consider
times.
it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
You overthink everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it!
Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes. Thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Megan Reed is the head of neuroscientific research on augmentations at Sarif Industries and Adam Jensen's former lover in Deus Ex Human Revolution. In Deus Ex Mankind Divided, she is working for Bob Page at one of his Versa Life facilities. She was born in Seattle, Washington in 1995, the only child of two doctors who both decided early on that family life would never interfere with their careers. As a child, Megan was often left on her own and took refuge in her intelligent imagination, developing a rich inner life at the expense of interpersonal socialization. Around 2009 or 2010, Megan moved to North Carolina and then moved to France in 2012, where she graduated magna cum laude in neurology and psychology. In her studies, she was impressed by Hugh Darrow's work and has wanted to work for him ever since. In 2018, Megan returned to the United States, and 2 years later she was hired by Sarif Industries as a genetic researcher. She became the head of the science team in 2023. As the head of neuroscientific research on augmentations at Sarif Industries, Megan is in charge of advancing the applications of cybernetic augmentations for the company. David Sarif handpicked her due to her earlier work and extensive research in the field. It was also Megan who recommended Jensen for the job as Chief of Security. In 2027, she was preparing to go to Washington, D.C., along with her team of scientists to defend their research once again, but not before she confesses to Jensen that this new discovery is Rosetta Stone big, and that what really worries her is being asked how she discovered it. She further reveals her uneasiness on this topic in an email with Sarif, where she explains she is afraid of possible questions concerning the first sample and Patient X. In her Patient X study, Reed discovered a unique genome that could tolerate augmentations without suffering from Darrow deficiency syndrome. Before Reed could present her research, the tyrants attacked the Sarif Industries headquarters. During the attack, she is rendered unconscious by Jaron Namir as he attempts to defend the maimed Jensen. 6 months later, she is stated to have been killed in the attack, and official autopsies have apparently been performed. However, Reed was never explicitly shown to have been killed, causing speculation on whether or not she may still be alive among some of her former colleagues. In reality, she was not killed, and instead taken to a FEMA camp at Highland Park, so Isaiah Sandoval could remove her and her team's GPL implants. However, Sandoval was unsuccessful at removing them, so he lowered the frequency instead, making Sarif think they had been killed in the attack. After the frequency change, Reed and her team are taken to Hugh Darrow's Omega Ranch research facility in Singapore, where she is guarded over by Namir. Darrow eventually convinced her that allowing humanity to be freely augmented without restrictions, as her research would allow, was wrong, and got her to work for him. When Jensen finally finds and confronts her, she reveals that the tyrant's attack and kidnapping was real, as they wanted her on her research, but Darrow reassured her he was only pretending to work with Taeyong Medical and the others to make sure their control signal would not work. She went along with it, not knowing Darrow had something more drastic in mind. With Jensen's help, Megan and the other kidnapped scientists escaped the Singapore facility. After the AUG incident, Reed goes to work for Bob Page on a nanite virus chimera, the D project. Whether the nanite virus chimera is the Grey Death, nanotechnological augmentations, the conception of JC Denton, or even just an intermediate predecessor to those technologies, currently remains unknown. Furthermore, it is not clear whether Reed knows that Page is a member of the Illuminati or the full consequences of her decision to work for him. By 2029, Reed has taken a job at VersaLife's Roca Seca Beach facility at San Francisco to begin her life anew. Her first project, codenamed The Orchid, is a chemical agent that builds off her earlier research at Sarif Industries as a way to prevent augmentation rejection and therefore allow people to be augmented without the need for neuropozyne. She appears to be oblivious to Page actually using it as a poison, expressing her concern about it being unstable and to always have the neutralizing enzyme, the cure, on hand at all times until she can stabilize it. We'll do a bit of trivia just to wind up. Michelle Bobak, Megan Reed's voice actress, is the wife of Elias Tufexis, who in turn voices Adam Jensen. Elias, on his YouTube channel, played off of that in his New Year's video. Megan Reed's face model is based on Canadian-Polish top model Daria Weboe. In a director's cut version, developer commentary, it was revealed that Reed was supposed to be in Panchea with Jensen after being rescued from Omega Ranch and would have been with him until the end of the game. In the Missing Link DLC, a saved conversation on Peter Burke's computer in his office states that Megan has an attachment problem to Jensen, hinting that she still has feelings for him. The footage of Reed being attacked by Namir from the Human Revolution cinematic trailer can be seen briefly in the announcement trailer for Mankind Divided at 0:56. She does not appear in game, but is mentioned in passing several times throughout the story, and the conversation between her and Page can be heard if Jensen chooses to infiltrate the VersaLife corporate vault. In Deus Ex, when JC Denton first goes to meet Joseph Manderley, the player can speak to his secretary Janice Reed. It is unknown if there is a connection between Megan Reed and Janice, or if the name is merely a coincidence. In the Acquaintances Forgotten quest, Brent Radford's hacker contact will refer to Megan as Jensen's beau. This is a misnomer as the term beau is used for men only. In Megan's office in Sarif Industries can be found a small toy cop car joke gift from Jensen on their first date as he picked her up in a police cruiser. And that's everything we have on Megan Reed. If you have anything to add, please do so in the comments. If you have any requests for other videos, please let us know, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Jaren, is that you?
Not exactly.
Adam? Oh my god, Adam! It's you! You're hurt. What happened?
What happened to you? I risked my life for you, Megan. I came halfway around the world, and for what?
It's not what you think.
Are you part of this?
No! No, Adam, I swear it! The kidnapping was real. The attack on Sarif Industries, they came after me. They wanted my research.
And when did you decide they could have it?
It didn't happen like that. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. And then David said we had to use it. We owed it to mankind.
David? What are you talking about?
My great discovery. The genetic framework I found that makes it easier for living tissue to bond with implants. I found it. In you, Adam. I used your DNA. I wanted to tell you, I swear. But David convinced me what it could mean for mankind. How much better off we could all be. It took Hugh to make me see how wrong I was.
Hugh? Hugh Darrow.
He owns this facility. After Namir brought us here...
Richard! Patch me into Sarif, now!
Adam, please! He was only pretending to work with Taeyong and the others. He found out what they were planning to do and told them he would help. But only to make sure they never succeeded. Their control signal won't work.
But it does work, Megan. Zhao damn near shut me down.
No, that can't be true.
Have I ever lied to you?
I'll reset your software. It'll put things right again. I've insulated your chip to prevent external signals from reaching it. It's something I developed recently using nanotechnology.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dr. Sarif here has asked me to show the world how human enhancement technology can change it. After careful deliberation, I've decided I must do exactly that. Forgive me.
Oh god. He's modified the control signal. Anyone with the new biochip will be affected. You never said anything about this.
I'm going back for the scientists.
No, Adam! I know the complex better than you. I'll find them. There's a hangar bay through there. Get to its control room and retract the roof. Clear a path for us.